Welcome to the Partners Podcast, where you get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to entrepreneurs who are relentlessly building real, profitable companies. Join us as we ask them the hard questions so you can take away the mindset, strategy, and tactics that launch them to success. Welcome to another episode of the Partners Podcast. Today, joined by my good friend Camilo of now Infinite Creator. It was LPG, but you're in the process of transitioning out of that, right? And now it's full-time Infinite Creator for you.
Correct. Thank you for having me today, Brendan. Really looking
Awesome.
forward to connecting with your community.
Yes. So last time we talked, you were showing me a little bit about what Infinite Creator is all about. But for those who don't know, what is Infinite Creator? And as an agency owner, how does one benefit from it?
Infinite Creator is a platform that helps photographers create photos and video of property for their clients with the power of artificial intelligence, shooting, editing, and delivered in the cloud, all within 15 minutes. And what this does is it saves you time, it saves you money, and empowers you to create a video program in many cases that otherwise would be challenging. We reduce the friction to create a video program in your agency.
Yeah, I think what really stood out is the 15-minute turnaround, being able to deliver results for agents right then and there. Does that sacrifice quality though? Because I think that would be the biggest concern from a lot of agency owners is they're like, well, I want my high-end editors to, really take their time with it and really put out the best quality. Is there a sacrifice when it comes to 15-minute turnaround, or like how do you see the pros versus the cons being around that?
Right, there's always pros and cons to everything, but what I would say is that today with the latest iPhone and a good gimbal, the lines are being really blurred, right? Like if you're doing a professional commercial for a brand, this is probably not the best case, but for the everyday real estate video shoot and the everyday real estate commercial that you're building for the realtor, this is being used with photographers around the world, and it is helping them make more money.
How does it help someone make more money than what they're already doing?
Well, so for one, it drives down costs. Number two, it drives down the amount of time that you have to juggle on a project. And number three, it empowers real estate photographers that have not yet really been able to do real estate videography. It empowers them to do it really easily. So there's the learning curve is literally maybe the first shoot. I mean, technically our tutorials are literally no more than 1 minute. So it takes all the best practices that we know in the industry for real estate video. It condenses it in a very short window. You're not going home and uploading footage. You're not putting it into a project management system to then communicate with an editor. Everything is being done all within the app. By the time you get to your car, you're doing your first draft, your second draft, you're approving it, and it's going to the cloud, and it's exporting in branded, unbranded, and a social media reel. It's automatically editing all the photos with the latest AI. It's delivering it to you in Dropbox. So all you have to do is go to your phone, click Share Project, send an email, and you've delivered the assets to your client. Also empowers you to, when you're doing, for example, a video on property or a video with the agent, you're empowering the agent to have control in the editing room, which is now in your hand, right? So if you choose to do that, of course, you're able to switch the music, add different logo if they want, delete a clip if they want. So that whole process that sometimes takes a week or two, we're trying to get it all done now and give them instant gratification. And I think that agents need service, and they need it at a lower cost. And now more than ever, as they're dealing with their own struggles financially, they're being more selective about things. And I think this makes it easier for the photographer or the videographer, and it gives them more options.
Yeah, absolutely. I see all those variables playing into each other. Like if you're able to have an app, what is the cost per edit? Like it's not much. Like
50
it,
$50 $50 per video package. But the great part about our platform is, if you reach out to us, we'll give you a free trial. If you are part of the first five acre partner acre partners that join Infinite Creator, we will do a custom deal just for you. Everybody else after that will get 50% off for the first 2 months, can get one-on-one training with me and my teams to help build a video program and help you make more money.
yeah. When it comes to making a transition, a lot of people have established systems. They have editors. They have on payroll. Do they have to fire their editors to take advantage of this? Like, I feel like some people are attached to like keeping their team intact the way it was. Like, how is this disrupting that component, which is like agencies trying to have that team in place? And like, is there still a need for them to have an editor when they have this app?
I think so. I just think you can do more volume now. And so um, the editors can get access to the final videos. They can tweak them how they think it could be done better. And also, they can deal with the revisions with the client. If we're not doing the revisions on site with the client, some sort of assistant is sending out the final assets. If there's a comment that comes back, the editor can fix that for you. So no, I don't think you need to fire your editors. I think I think they should be there for. I think they will be able to do a lot more projects than
Yeah.
what they're doing right now.
So the technology is empowering the editors to be able to help the agency take on a larger bandwidth, and then the agency itself can take on a larger bandwidth, and also make videos more accessible to their clients. Which I see that pressure constantly. Their agents are asking for it to be better priced, and then there's agencies that you're competing with trying to undercut you as well on the quality and on the price, both at the same time. And that's a never ending battle. So how much potential more money do you think someone can make, and how much can they potentially save? Have you done the math? Like, I haven't been able to really break down the math, but I know that I pay my admins, on average $20 an hour. I'm paying my editors, some of them at $30 an hour. I'm paying a lot of
The
different
shooter, the
subscriptions.
shooter can do more in less time. So there's plenty of that operational efficiency going on when you adopt Infinite Creator. But I'd like to highlight our first case study. The largest real estate photography company in Scotland only did photos, not because they weren't necessarily good at potentially doing video. It's just the costs of homes in this part of Scotland are very low. They're high volume, low ticket. To give you some idea, they're at retail, they're charging $110 a video. They couldn't do it without Infinite Creator, and thus didn't have a program. And so in the first year, they were able to, with their team of like I think 7 photographers, get them an iPhone, get them a gimbal, and start selling these like add-ons. They started adding them on. Increased their average order, and I think that with that very low amount of retail price, which we can do a lot better in the U.S., they were able to generate in the first year well over 100,000 in gross revenue, and they're seeing increasing demand as they penetrate all of their clients. I think they're right around like 30 or 40% of their clients are now doing video, and they're every month they're getting growing and growing. So hypothetically, this could become a $300,000 a year line item for their accounting.
Yeah,
That
it's wild.
otherwise wasn't possible.
Yeah. So what type of agencies would benefit the most right now in working with you? I know there's some agencies that are like the equivalent of LPGs. Like, can those agencies benefit, or is it mainly like the agencies that are more working with budget clients?
No, I well, if I had to say which one would probably do better, probably probably the companies that have more budget friendly clients, because there is a transition process from being a high end and offering a new tier. Like there's an education process there, but the ones that have more budget friendly clients, you might be able to lower your price a little bit, get a lot more volume, and save yourself a lot of energy. Right? Like as an agency owner, I was working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And anything that I could do to automate more, anything that I could do to save time, not have any things go outside of process, saved me a lot of time so that I could spend with my family and make sure that I had a business that was sustainable.
Awesome. So what I'm understanding is what Infinite Creator allows other agency owners to do is they're they're able to sell more videos at a more accessible price point to a larger audience. Like those agents that are just booking photos can now add on video for 100, 150, $200 as a service. And
I
then,
I would say retail can be up to $400 or $500 with
okay,
this technology. I just highlighted a situation in Scotland where there is no option to go higher than 110 in any case. In the
got it.
US, 299 to 499 would probably be the sweet spot with Infinite Creator. But of course, if you choose to go less, and I never suggest you do less unless you're going to get a whole lot more volume, um, it helps you, of course, all the way down from 100 to $500. It makes sense.
Yeah,
299 to 499 is probably the sweet spot, and it'll make you more money the higher you go, of course.
very cool. So I guess the most important part, right, is the ease of use, and that's only experienced from picking up the phone, downloading the app Infinite Creator, and putting it into practice. How would a solo person introduce this? Like, walk me through the process of adopting this app, from like first downloading it to getting set up, using it, and delivering the product, and also being integrated in the right way with any sort of the back end financial process, like credit processing and things of that nature. Like, how long does it take to set up with this app?
Oh, that's the great part about it is all you have to do is go to infinitecreator.com, click the download button, and you're immediately taken to the either the iOS store or the Android store. Once you've downloaded the app, all you got to do is put in your mobile number, and then we send you a code to SMS, and you're logged in. We might ask you for a little bit of information like the company name or logo, but once you're done with that, you just find that plus button right in the middle, and you're able to create your first project. Once you're done with creating your first project, you immediately get taken into the camera mode. When you're in the camera mode, you have two options. You have photo or video, and then you have a place where you have rooms at the bottom. And so let's say you're in the front of the house. We suggest maybe three shots. So you could take three photos, you could take three videos, then move to the next room, which would be the interior entrance. You follow the guides, you follow the on screen composition guide. If it's green, take a shot. Most of you obviously know composition, but it's so easy that there's an intuitive in app feature that makes sure that your composition is correct. And um, if you're slightly off or don't have equipment with you, like a gimbal, we have internal stabilization, we have perspective correction, and vertical lines are corrected automatically by the artificial intelligence. So when you're in a jam and a gimbal is out of battery or you have other challenges, you just need your phone and your hands. And so
Very
that
cool.
that that helps because we all know we've forgotten a plate or we've forgotten a screw or we've forgotten a battery. And so that's one of the beautiful things about Infinite Creator. You just need your phone, you just need your hands. Anything that you add to that, of course, will increase the quality better, but our technology backs you up even if you slightly a little bit less composed or a little bit shaky. We completely take care of that.
Yeah,
And then
awesome.
once you're kind of done with that flow of capturing the content, you get to the order summary screen. It's very simple. You add your logo, you add your client's logo, you add the licensed song of your choosing, you hit submit. Now, once you hit submit, the photos have been loaded to our server. They're being automatically edited, sized to the MLS, and like other 40 other actions. And those photos will be ready to delivery in 3 minutes. But the video, you're being focused on the video right after submitting. And right there, you're getting a timeline right in your phone, and you have an instant preview of the video fully edited. So it's instant editing and the ability to do the three most common tasks you're going to need to do. Change the song if you didn't like it, delete a clip if it doesn't make sense, swap a clip. It's three basic actions. You're able to make the first draft, the second draft, the third draft, all within a couple minutes. Once you like what you see, you hit confirm and send. The video goes to our server. It exports it in branded, unbranded, and vertical reels. So pretty much, again, the standard to the industry has been fully automated. It's deployed on the cloud into a Dropbox folder, and it's already in minutes.
That's pretty awesome. I got to test it out myself. I'm sitting behind the desk too much these days. I miss being out in the field. So I'm gonna have to ask Colby, my partner at Aerial Canvas, or Nathan, to try this out ASAP. Now that there's layers to it, and you're saying the best time to try it is to download it while you're in the field, so you can actually start the process of filming, right?
Yeah. Right when you're in the field, you're done with your regular job. Take the phone out and just take photos and video. Test the app. Make sure you understand how it works. Feel free to, inside of the app in the customer support tab or on our website, you can ask us any questions that you may have. You can set up a calendar appointment to walk you through what this will be like for your business. And most importantly, type in there that you're an ACRE partner, and we'll make sure to immediately add you some free credits.
Awesome. That's another benefit of being part of Acre Partner. So, what about the us this other component that I think has been like a lot of people have been awaiting and are excited about, like the branded content and the lifestyle type shots. Infinite Creator handles that as well. Can you tell me a little bit more about what that's all about and like what exactly someone can expect?
Yeah. So it's called agent branded content. It's our third main feature inside the app. And what it has is, I think, 60 templates. So imagine like the agent bio video, a neighborhood tour, a thank you message, all the ideas broken down with an AI scriptwriter, with a teleprompter, and literally shot by shot, exactly what you need to capture. Because in our app, there is no unused footage. Every shot, you have the ability to retake it or confirm it. And when you confirm it, it's a final. Doesn't mean you can't go in the instant preview section and later remove it if you don't like it. But inside of agent branded content, we're literally showing you, I need an iconic shot of the city. I need the agent at a coffee shop. I need the agent getting out of the car. It's literally telling you the ideas. You don't need a creative producer on site. You can hire somebody that can follow the steps, tell the agent what the next shot is, where we're going. These are high value productions. You could probably sell them for a whole lot more than $500, but more affordable than the average agent that can afford maybe 2,000 or 3,000 for agent branded content. And so now you open yourself up to a whole lot more agents that really need this. If agents aren't building their brand with video, and if they're not posting it on social media, I promise you they'll be out of the business in the next 12 to 24 months.
Yeah, what about like the narrative side? Is it just visuals, or is this including like being able to do a voiceover
Yeah.
on the video?
So we have voiceover, which is one segment, and we have face roll, which is them on camera speaking. And then we have B roll, which is them walking in a scene. And so in both the voiceover and the face roll, we have AI script being generated for them with all the context of them. We have their you put in their information. You might have put in a few things for the AI we want this to be funny. We want this to be 30-second script. We want they obviously the technology obviously has the context of which template you're on, and we have some scripts that we've prompted it with before, and so it's very dialed in to this particular case. And then once you receive the script, you can review it with the agent. How do you like this? Do you want to change anything about this? And it's a very quick process. And
Very
so
cool.
all that used to take a lot of creative and time consuming planning, pre production, and the stress on site is pretty much removed.
Yeah, I gotta. This is like once again for a lot of us listening. I'm sure it's like a product you gotta just use and see to believe, right? You got to put it into practice. And so for those who are watching, if you're interested, go to Infinite Creator. You can find it in the App Store and or go to the website infinitecreator.com, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
And go to the
and
customer support tab and give us your phone number and say that you're an ACRE partner. And we're going to first give you free credits. Second, we'll give you the ability to do one-on-one training. And third, we have a 50% off the first month and 50% off the second month, just to make sure that you have an easy transition into the platform. Because I assure you, once you try it, you'll adopt it. And once you adopt it and it's generating revenue and it's saving you time and energy, you're not going to turn it away.
I love it. All right, thanks so much, Camilo. And I guess one last question: what's the vision of the company? Like, what does the future look like for you guys?
Oh, I'm really passionate about empowering everyone to be able to create wealth in this platform. And so I think the real estate photographers really don't understand the power that they have. I could highlight this a little bit with the Zillow VHT lawsuit in 2015, where VHT took Zillow to the Supreme Court and won a multi-million-dollar case. And long story short, photos and videos, whoever captures the content is the owner of the content. And so we believe the future owners of the real estate industry will be the owners of the real estate data. And we would like to bring together a large community of photographers to create on the platform and, and give them an exclusive offering to also be partners of the platform. So they're able to benefit from aggregating their works together and being able to be a formidable force in the real estate industry, in a prop tech company, in a high growth tech company.
Yeah, I think that's something that allows photographers that are just doing their thing to be part of something a lot bigger and take on the likes of Zillow, which I know a lot of us are already a little bit questioning, like, hey, is Zillow coming for us with their acquisition of Ario and Showing Time and offering our clients free shoots? It's cool to see another company out there, trying to fight and be on our side and wants to like actually, dream bigger. Like I think that's something that no single photographer or real estate media agency owner could achieve on their own. It's only possible through like a united front, and this app seems like a good platform to build on. So that's awesome.
100%. And the actions that Zillow is taking are from that 2015 ruling. And they've been on a mission for the last 10 years to continually expand their ownership of media rights. And that just tells you everything right there. What we're doing, there's no better time in history to be a content creator. And there's no better time in history to to um, to build your brand with video and to be a part of something that can actually confront that kind of institutional energy that is really trying to disrupt us.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. So thanks again, Camilo. Excited for our partners to benefit from the app. If you're not part of ACRE Partner, still send us a message. If you have good energy and you're coming from a great place, we'd love to get you some free credits as well as a potential discounted first time offer. So thanks again, Camilo, for bringing this opportunity to us, and excited to see all that awaits with Infinite Creator.
Thank you.